Hey there, welcome to this week's episode of 180 and 180. I'm Bill Wallace. Wanted to continue looking at what it means to love our enemies. We've been looking at that over the last couple of weeks. Began that in light of just current news, but honestly, it's something that we can focus on really at any time because, well, if we're being honest, we've got struggles with our enemies at any time. We looked last week at what it means when Jesus calls us to love our enemy when we think about that enemy being ourselves. But most of us have a real problem when it's other people. What do we do then? How are we supposed to love someone that we are so angry and frustrated with? Well, Jesus gives us some advice. He actually really confronts something that people had been doing, people of God had for a long time, been okay hating their enemy, not liking people who didn't like them. They only liked people that liked them, and Jesus confronts that and says, no, 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 no. No, you can't just like people who like you. You've got to love your enemy as well. And then he follows that right up with advice on how to do that. Pray for them. Oh, easy. Okay, pray for them. Sure, I can do that. I can pray that they see the error of their ways. I can pray that they stop making the same dumb mistake. I can pray that they become more like me. Well, it's not it. It's not what Jesus means when he says love our enemy. When he says love our enemy and pray for them, he means, well, pray for them. It means he really wants you to pray for them, not for them to be more like you, not for them to think like you, not for them to act like you. He really wants you to pray for them, full stop, period. Pray for them. Pray for their safety. Pray for their family. Pray for their just joy in life, whatever it might be. Pray for them. Don't make it about you. One of the most challenging things, I think, for all of us to really be able to do is to hold up people that we are so angry and frustrated with in prayer and just lift them up to God, not for our own selfish reasons, but for whatever they might need in life. The thing is, when we do that, when we're talking to God about someone and not just complaining to God about someone, then suddenly it becomes a little easier to talk to them as well. It's really hard to have a conversation with God that you then can't turn into a conversation with someone else. It's a pretty remarkable thing. So, the enemies that you have in your life, the frustrations that you might have with those people, really, as cliche as it sounds, begins when you just start talking in prayer about whatever they might need. Not for yourself, but for them. That's a really strong challenge for all of us to consider this week, and one I hope we all might be able to do. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here next week.